Hello, how are you? I am so excited to be back online. I've been away for a couple weeks traveling and getting all the goods to come back and share with you how to take care of yourself. So, today we're going to focus on some really simple exercises that are going to help really support those of us who are very flexible in our back and those of us who may have a history of very strong movement in the back but need to slowly rebuild and be very intentional about what that looks like. All right. So we're going to get into it in a moment. I'd like to start with a very simple breathing exercise, and we'll go through very familiar movements like Trikonasana, which would be AKA triangle pose in yoga. What else will we do? We'll do a preparation for a larger back bend. For those of you that are seasoned practitioners and you've done drop backs, a nice little prep for that. We'll also do some really gentle lateral flexion, just side to side, stretching out both sides of the body, rebuilding the obliques and the transverse abdominal muscles, as well as a simple, gentle spinal twist. And we'll do some yoga breathing and a stretch, camel pose. I think that's enough. I think that's plenty, right? So we'll just do 3 rounds, 3 to 5 rounds, and touch base, see where you are, see if it's for you. I'll show you 3 modifications. If it's not for you, you'll know within the 3. I'll start easy and then go to the max. And then we'll wrap it up with some very gentle shavasana. All right? I'm looking forward to it. Here we go. So I have my yoga mat here. I'm going to bring my jacket over here. I'm going to back all the way up so you can see me. So from this position, if you are a regular practitioner, you would start standing. I do have some yoga blocks here for later on when we go to do our bridge pose, all right? For now, we'll take just a little bit of time to sit down. You can find a chair or you can sit completely down on your bottom. And we'll take 3 breaths. We're going to inhale through the nose. We're going to exhale for 6 counts out through the mouth with the sound S. Then we'll do 3 breaths. On the exhale, we will say the sound Om. Okay? Here we go. Breathing, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 6. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 6. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 6. Inhale, 4. And this time we're going to exhale with a sound. Inhale. Exhale. Good. When you're ready, open your eyes. Find your way to standing. Okay, here we go. So, if you're doing Trikonasana pose and you've been doing it for quite some time, feel free to let the legs come apart into a wide second. All right, both of the toes will face the front of the room. Make sure you're not locking into the knees. Feel the lift of the muscles surrounding the body. All right, turn the front leg out, and then you're going to inhale. You'll lean the body over, really strong legs. Go to where you can. If this is enough, so be it. You'll look up to the arm. You have the option to turn the palm out or just keep it where it is, and you'll breathe. If this is too much for you, you can grab a block, right, which I have here. If you don't have a block, you can also use a chair, which I have here. Right, and then makes it a little bit more respectfully for you. Okay, and you'll take just a few breaths. Make sure the legs are completely dead. And then bring it all the way back up, right? The lower you are down, the more strenuous it is on the legs, right? Same thing, inhale. Arms are gonna just go out. Only reason I changed my position was because I needed to move my chair. And lean that over. And breathe, and then notice the difference on the side and the back and in the legs. If you feel any discomfort, please stop. And also, anything new, make sure you check in with your primary care physician before starting a new exercise program. All right? And then we'll do the same thing again. So choose which position you're going to be using and breathe it out. 5 breaths. Good. Making sure that you're not locking in the knees. Same thing opposite side. This is my third one here. So feel free to do 5. I'm going to just do 3 today. And if it's too hard on the neck, you can always look down toward the floor. Right? This actually feels a lot better to me. Good. All right, and then from there, we'll bring ourselves back to center. All right, and then we'll go to the side. So from this position, you have the option to sit down to do this exercise as well. And if you were going to sit down, it would look like this. You'd sit on the edge of the chair, hands are going to be supported behind you, and you'll lift up through the top of the chest, pressing down into the feet, and then coming back to center, right? If that's too much, you don't even have to utilize the neck. You can just lift up in the back, 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 and then bring the body forward. All right, I have a tendency to use my head because my cervical spine, which is my neck, really has the ability to go pretty far. I want you to do what works best in your body though, okay? Now if you're gonna graduate, you'd stand up, arms would reach up, and then you would lean back, and bring the hands down the center. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, lift up, pushing down into the feet. The legs are staying strong. Legs are powerful. They're resisting the floor, and you come back, right? This is not a first time movement. You would be seating in the chair doing the modified version. Now, a long time ago, not recently, I was doing drop backs. Long time meaning like a year or so. Regularly, right? But my body wasn't completely reconditioned, so I'm slowly bringing myself, not with the goal of doing the drop back, but just utilizing all of my quadratus lumborum muscle, which are those quads of the back, those 2 long muscles that go along each side of the spine, as well as all of the posterior muscles down the legs and my upper back, chest, right? And a beautiful stretch for the front of my chest. All right, now from there, let's go and we'll do a nice simple side to side. So standing all the way back up, both of the arms are gonna lift above you. We're gonna stretch out the laterals, pressing down into the floor. You're gonna lift up and lean on over, pulling the navel in, looking, gazing out. Exhale, bring the body all the way back up. Same thing again, inhale, we'll reach, pressing down into the feet, reaching the arms, pressing into the feet. The goal isn't to lean over, the goal is to reach out. And up. Same thing, breathe and reach, push down into the feet. You're pushing down so much of the feet that you could actually press all the way up to the tippy toes. You're not going to, but I want your legs to stay active. And breathe and reach on over, feel the inner thighs lift, feel both legs engage. Pushing down into the floor, making sure both hip bones stay. Last round, reach it on out. And it feels great for me to open up the left side, bring it back up. And I'm trying to balance it out, so it should feel nice on the right side, but the right side's really tight for me. It's my dominant side. All right, good, and relax. All right, from here, you're gonna sit down. If it's okay for you to sit onto the heels, you will. If it's not, you'll sit in the chair and you'll give yourself 3 simple breaths. Breathing into the small of the lower back. Breathing into the chest, front of the clavicle. All right, beautiful. All right, open the eyes. Come up to kneeling and we'll go into camel pose, right? If you're not a camel pose person, you can lie on your back, use your block and do a bridge pose. All right, and I'll show you both. Starting with camel, the legs are gonna be slightly wider than hip distance. You'll feel the inner thighs lift up to bring you into the position where everything is stacked. It's too hard on the back. If it's too hard on the thighs, the legs can open slightly wider. If it feels like you have to go completely out of the range of what's needed, that means that you skip the exercise and you do something comparable, or you just move forward to the next exercise, right? Put the hands onto the lower back, supporting one palm to the other, making sure you're not sticking out the lower back. Instead, you're utilizing the hands to lift you out of the lower back, all right? The legs stay hips distance or slightly wider. And then you're gonna lean and then bring your body back up, all right? And if you're moving forward, you'll lift, press down into the shins, lift up, feel the shins support you, and then return. One more time. Try not to lead with your head. Once the head leans back, it's about 6 to 8 pounds. So really find the upper chest and utilize the power of your legs. It requires so much leg work. And bring it on back, right? If that felt fine to you, you can go a little bit further. Reach the right and left arm back. Stretch out the chest. This is definitely if you've done the exercise before. Bring the right hand up, bring the left hand up. And then same thing. This. Feel a nice squeeze through the lower banda. Feeling the lower belly muscles engage. Bring it back up. Right? Take a nice deep inhale. Lift on up. Good. Your goal is not to completely hyperextend in the lower back. And then sit all the way down, back onto the heels. And breathe, right? So you got options there. You can go fully back, go halfway back. The most important thing is that you're really listening to your body. That is so incredibly important. Okay? Good. So there's one more thing I wanted to do that I forgot. So lie down on your belly. And I think I would have liked to do this a little bit sooner. Press down into the palms, and you're going to press into the hands, lift up through the front body, right? If it's okay, you can keep your hips down on the floor. You'll pull the navel in and start to lift up and lower the body down, right? Now, most people, if you feel tension in the back, a good place to start is pressing the feet down into the floor, pulling the navel in and just pushing down to lift your upper back. And then lower. Press and lift. And then lower. Right? Press and lift. Navel's trying to come up off the floor. See, my hips are coming up slightly. So I would move my hands forward a bit. If you can extend the arms, do so without completely falling into the back. And from here, we're going to go into a spinal twist. So allow your knees to come forward, lie onto your back. Knees are going to stay bent. Arms out to the T shape. Knees are going to fall over to one side of the mat. And you'll breathe in and look away from the knees. Same thing, opposite side. Inhale. Exhale. Good. If you feel like you pushed yourself too much, it's always okay to take a moment and regroup. Now, I love to do this pose sometimes instead of the one that we did earlier with the camel pose. And it's very much a modified bridge position. You just put a block underneath your pelvis. So it's just going to go to the base of the pelvis into the middle of the thoracic spine. So probably near L4, lumbar vertebra L5, slightly above. And then I want you to take 3 deep breaths. Exhale through the nose. Again, breathe in. And out. One more deep inhale. And exhale. From this position, remove your block and then allow your body to go into Shavasana, releasing the feet, releasing the palms, allowing the eyes to close, and give yourself about a minute to just regroup. I love to do Shavasana for like 7, 10, 20 minutes if possible. I never get to 20, but one can dream, right? I meditate instead. So give yourself a few breaths here and just allow your body to melt into the floor. Feel if you have any discomfort or anything that pushed you too far. Think about how you can be intentional every time you practice and back away from things, even if your ego is so inclined to test it out. Right? We want to do responsible risks. Like we challenge our body, we also honor our body. Take these last few breaths to just feel the heaviness, feel the ground, and feel the benefits of your practice. Okay. Bend your left knee, reach your right arm above your head, and then let your body roll over to the right side of your mat. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then slowly, using both hands, utilize them to push your body up off the mat, keeping the eyes soft, and cross both of the legs. And take a few minutes to just feel how you feel. And just how we started in the very beginning, we're going to take 2 deep breaths. On the second deep exhale, we'll just let out a home sound, just a let. Exhale S. Breathing in for 4. Thank you so much for being here and taking care of yourself. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. And thank you so much for being here and practicing with me today. Remember, you don't have to do it alone. Just show up, come to my channel, and I'm happy to come here and support. Remember to always check in with your primary care physician if you're doing anything for the first time. Everybody's so unique. It's so important that we really take care of ourselves and honor our bodies. Until next time, talk to you soon. And Natalie at Offense Coach, signing off.